Hey everybody, what is up? Welcome back to another hashtag Lockboss show and giveaway. And hopefully our audio video is doing well. I have a little message in the corner of my screen that the connection isn't the best in the world, but I've been kind of having that problem lately around here. So hopefully everyone can hear us / see us well. But yeah, so I tell you what, we're going to, of course, here in just a little bit, announce the 5 lucky winners this week. Of course, we're going to do a meme of the week, comment of the week, and then we're going to get into free safes chat. How about that? Of course, I got my dad, also known as the Lockfather.
How's it going?
You know, Dad, I have to admit, something that's been kind of fun over the past few years is taking stuff that I just kind of grew up doing, you've been doing, and just putting it out there on the internet.
Well, if we can help a fellow locksmiths, that's what it's about.
Yeah.
Because even as long as I've been in it, things change constantly, and I don't know everything, but hopefully I retain the new stuff part of the time. But that's what it's about, helping each other.
Yep. Absolutely. But, and of course, in the meantime, we're going to be drinking Topo Chicos.
Cheers.
Cheers to y'all. Oh, man, it's funny. Steph came in, my sister, stopped by here a little bit ago today, and I was happy to be drinking one of these, and she's like, of course, there's PJ drinking a Topo Chico. But
did you give her a hit?
No, I don't think she likes Topo Chico. Oh. But I should have. Honestly, I don't know if I offered.
That's a brother for you,
oh
right?
My gosh, yeah. I'm being outed here on the internet, right? All right. So yeah, well, hey, let's go ahead. Let's get this party started, and we'll be announcing the winners here in a little bit. And oh, by the way, Dad, have you noticed that Kylie and Lily and all them have been doing different posts about the pinning mat and waiting for it, stirring the pot. Right. I'm actually not even trying to stir the pot on that.
And they're not even your wives.
I know.
Right? They just,
and so
those girls just want to stir everything.
Yeah. And so I was like, you know what? I really need to figure out what's going on with these mats. Like,
I would hope so.
Well, it's one of those things that, we paid in beginning of December.
Right.
And so I'm like, it'd be good to kind of check in and see. And I checked in and they're like, they should be here. Is what they told me last Wednesday, which was after the live, right? They told me we should have it within a couple weeks.
Yeah, that's like everybody. Oh, the check's in the mail. You already paid for them. Oh, no.
Yeah.
We'll take our sweet time to ship them to you.
Absolutely. So hopefully and I tell you what, when they come in, I'm going to shoot the video, or I should probably get the video ready now that, I can have the one I keep teasing on and get that ready so we can get those suckers out there. So, we got that going on, and there's something else, but I got so into that comment, I forgot the other one for the moment. So,
because everybody keeps bugging you about them, because you keep teasing them.
Yeah. Well, and now they're provoking it. Right? My own staff's provoking.
Well, what can you say?
Oh, have mercy. Yeah. So we'll get it out, have fun. And tomorrow we are filming the new, or tomorrow, Thursday, we're filming the new Lock Boss giveaway season 2. So that hopefully next week we're going to start that. It'll be exciting.
Awesome.
So, yeah. All right. Let's go and get this show started. Here we go. All right. So let's start with the posts of the week. This one comes in from Upgrade Guy Locks. He has a couple nice Lock Boss stickers on the back of his GMC Acadia. Very cool. Thanks for sending those in. You can see the two. There might be one on the right. I'm not sure what that one is. Can't really see from how big my view is. But Lucas, thank you for sending them in. I appreciate that.
No, you're going to start manufacturing the tail lights, the brake lights, a Lock Boss. So when they put it on, it says Lock Boss.
Yeah, there we go. Next up is this is a good one. So this is for the SFIC course, the dog and the monster, right? And like, how many things that, like, think about this. You go back through your locksmithing journey, right?
Yeah.
How many things when you started to
I hated everything.
It looked
It's
like
tough.
the monster.
Yeah, it's tough
But
to get going.
But after a while, it starts to look like that lab sitting there, doesn't it?
Yeah, relaxed and mellow, and let's get her done.
Yes. So I like that one. That was a good one. All right. Comment of the week. Let's see what we're looking at here. It's from Derek. He says, Lock Boss for getting into moving safes. What would be the easiest way to move them? Which I think will actually just kind of pair up with our conversation about that. Right. So that's what we have here, and then we can get into it. All right. So if I'm trying to figure out where to start here.
What you need to start doing it?
Well, yeah. So well, let's kind of like warm up to it a little bit here. So we did a video on free safes. Right.
Mm-hmm.
And the different ways that you get those. But I wanted to give everyone the opportunity who wanted to, who's watching, to ask you any questions that they have about that, which that'll be one, which we'll get to here in a second. But I first want to start off with like how many, I showed a lot of them in the video. So the funny part about this, okay, is that pretty much outside of our conversation, I shot all the other stuff separately.
Right.
And so I filmed a bunch of the safes and did all of that. As a matter of fact, you had a new guy at that location.
Did I?
Who
says, "Who are you?"
So I was there just doing my thing, right? And towards the end, one of the other staff members was like, "Hey, PJ." So that one person, that new guy, he came up to me like halfway through when you were doing stuff and was like, "Who is that guy?" So that was kind of funny, you know.
Yeah.
But
because I let PJ roam through the stores.
Well, you know, the funnier part is like, I wonder what the guy was like. Dude, this guy has a video camera.
Didn't say anything.
Huh? Didn't say anything. I mean, he was probably thought I was, you know, just.
I think that's Austin.
Was it
over in Post Falls?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty funny to hear that. But so about how many used safes would you say you have between your three stores?
20 to 30.
20 to 30.
Yep, and I still got a bunch in back I have to still go through, but we've been so busy we haven't had the time.
Yeah, and in the film, like I think the second scene when I'm talking is in the back where you probably in the back there 10 plus.
Yeah, I got a big vault door back there too.
Yep.
What the guy I know I bought it from.
Yeah. So, you have a lot of, just when you're a guy who does safe work when he's not busy, which he kind of always is.
Yeah, because he does everything.
He does everything. He has a lot of work to do.
Right, and I try to do a little of it, because it seems all I do is run the company and I do still a lot of work, but not like I used to by any means.
Mm-hmm.
But I still paint them and stuff. Some of them I buy and I keep just as displays because they're so cool.
Yeah.
I got little ones. I got a silver dollar drop. Maybe we should take a picture and put that on.
Of which one?
The one in Hayden I bought. It's made for silver dollars back in 1800s.
Okay.
It's a Herman. And the box was already drilled. Because it wasn't a combo, it was a key, dual key. But I can't find the box long enough. I talked to all the safe guys and stuff, and the different safety deposit box locks.
Yeah,
and nobody can figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Because somebody sent me one, but it was a quarter inch short.
Okay,
so I sent it back. And at least they refunded my money.
I think you should figure out a way to make it work.
Well, I can make it work, but I want to look.
Are we doing order smithing or locksmithing around here? No, I'm just joking. We'll have to see that. And by the way, can we put a bunch of silver dollars in there and try it out?
Yeah, I got a bunch.
And then give them all away at the end? But so I'm curious, and we'll get into some of the questions here. What would you say? I maybe know the answer to this, but I'm not sure. what would you say is your best free safe / sale? Like, how much money did you make, would you say, on, like, what was the largest amount you've made on one sale?
The one I told you talked about, that Mosler.
Okay, that big, like,
Yeah,
that graphic on the front.
Because it was in perfect shape. The fastest moving one are the B-rated drop safes.
Yeah.
We get tons of those.
Businesses need them. Like, they need cash drops.
Right.
Right. And if you think about it, if you have any sort of retail store, having a cash drop is kind of a must, even though cash isn't as relevant
but it's
today,
still around.
It's still around.
Right, because a lot of them are even dual, where the top's a drop and then the bottom's for whatever, the manager or owner wants in there.
I've always liked the ones that are on like the little wheel handle one. I mean, it just feels like you're just doing something exciting.
Well, you just need more room to put those is the problem.
Yeah. Okay, so you were saying.
Well, they're all the TL30s, 20s, and 10s. We sell them, we have them, but we don't sell a ton of them.
Yeah.
It's mostly the square fireproof boxes, what are, the common are 3 foot by 2 foot square, tall. And, I've got a lot of burglar fire rated safes, what were used, still have a few, but the customer doesn't understand, what do you mean burglar fire? Why just not fire? Well, if they put the extra hard plate or glass or whatever, it makes it that much more secure. But the one thing people really don't understand, I don't care if it's a small safe or a huge safe, you need to bolt them down.
Yes. Because
I've seen lots of safes disappear.
Yes, especially the smaller ones. Like if you can carry it or put it on a dolly.
Well, yeah, because those 3 foot, gun safe you can put on a dolly and wheel it out.
Yeah.
But those, everybody should bolt it down.
Agreed. So as far as money being made, though, what is the most you've ever made on a safe?
Probably 5,000.
A free one.
5,000.
So you bought it for free?
Yeah, I got it for free. And, went through it. I mean, there is some cost because you're checking if it's electronics, you want to make sure the keypad's work. And sometimes I change the keypad out because the numbers were messed up.
Yeah.
So you do invest a little money into it.
Yes. Yeah. And of course, you'll repaint them, you'll make them look nice. You don't just take it and set it on the floor
and
without doing a full through.
Right. Because I don't want to be caught with relockers going off or, the combination was off by 2.
Yeah.
So you really got to go through them thoroughly. And, it's taken me years to get into the safes. I'd just get a refrigerator dolly to move them.
Yeah.
Well, that's not very good when they fall on you. Tanner had one fall on him. And never have a customer help you. Yeah. Because that's how Tanner got hurt.
Absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I remember what you have, and we can, get into it now, and we'll go to a couple other questions here. But back in the day, when I was working for you,
all muscle, baby.
All freaking muscle, that's just how you roll. Even drilling safes.
Right. Didn't have a jig.
Yeah. The only time I ever drilled safes was that old school. You got the chain. You're sweating. We would take turns. Do you still remember?
Oh,
I think I've talked about it a few times. There was I want to say it was a Papa Murphy's or something in Spokane.
Yep.
On a weekend, you and I think I was 16, 17 at the time, but I carry it with me.
Yeah, I'll tell you, those days where you put it against your gun and just push, try to get everything. But yeah, it's come a long way for us.
Yeah. You have all the good stuff now. So let's talk about actually moving safe. So, of course, the easiest way to do it would be to use like almost anything. Like when you get into key programming, sometimes you want to start with a really inexpensive programmer, right? Or you get into cutting keys and you're finding some random flea market one, or on Craigslist, you're buying a key machine or whatever, right?
Right.
Safe moving is one of those things that, through your experience using appliance dollies,
Right.
you could get started, but there's a lot of consequences
Very much
for
so.
doing that, right? It's one thing having a programmer that you know what it can and can't do. It's another
Right.
thing having a key machine that works, cuts keys, but it's not the best. But when it comes to dollies and safe moving, it's something you really can't mess around with if you want to move any sort of weight.
Right.
Right.
No ands, ifs, or buts. But I've done it all without, the correct stuff.
Yes.
But, I could have got somebody hurt.
Yeah. And so now when it comes to moving safes, a few things. So one of the best things back in the day that you ever did was getting, so you used to have this big like U-Haul truck with a lift gate on the back.
Yes.
Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
And remember, I got to a point where it was actually used more as a personal moving van
For the company, for the people that work
Yes.
in the company.
Yes, that thing was always being used,
Yeah.
right? And
That's when you crashed into the building with the top.
yeah, I also kind of
Don't let them drive your vehicle.
left my mark.
Yeah.
Right, I left my mark on that. I want to tell you what, there's nothing worse when you're in high school, you're working for your dad, you're the boss's son, and you do something like that.
Yeah, all the guys thought you were idiots.
Oh yeah, I mean, right, probably rightly so.
Hey,
I mean, right.
We all got to go through life,
Absolutely, but so you had that big van that got addicted to ether towards the end, right?
Yeah. Diesel. God, it sounded like a bunch of wild ball bearings running around.
It really did. And there's a nice lift gate on it, but it was would get sketchy, right? We'd move safes with this. And the width of the
gate wasn't super wide.
Was about, what would you say, 3 feet?
Yeah, three and a half.
3.5 feet. But
you really want the 5.
You really do. And so half the time, like when you'd be the guy on the actual back of it and the other guy's pulling you up,
right?
You're kind of like,
stay the heck out of the way.
Yes.
Because it's on, could be on a pallet jack. It could be just on wheels, whatever.
Exactly. So the point is that you could use that.
Mm-hmm.
We did for many years, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you eventually sold it and you got the best thing for safe moving ever.
Yeah. Trailer with drops down. I think it's called the air tow. Down in San Diego. The trailer actually drops flush with the ground.
Yes.
And you just roll whatever up on it.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's a hydraulic where you pull the lever and it raises it and locks it.
Yep.
And, you bolt them or strap them down and
go.
Tanner, he used to take 2 to 3 guys sometimes. Now it's pretty much just Tanner all the time.
Yeah.
For Colton.
I think one of the best parts is that you can leave the safe close to the ground. I think one of the best things moving safes is keeping it close to the ground. Right.
And then there's that other safe moving dolly is that there's 2 straps.
Yep.
You take a wedge, hit the wedge underneath the safe.
Yep.
So it lifts up about, 1/4 inch. You put the L-shaped bracket underneath it.
Mm-hmm.
On both sides, and then the strap ratchets on the other side and this one ratchets on this side.
Yeah.
And it's like a squeeze.
Yeah.
And then you just push it like a grocery cart.
Yeah.
I think that's rated for 4,000 pounds.
4,000. Yeah. So, and then you have the dolly that walks up the stairs.
Got 3 of them.
Yeah. But the one that is like,
when I bought that at Aloha one year,
yep,
man, I thought that was the cat's meow. And then it sat there. And back then it was $5,000.
Yeah.
And I go, oh man, that's a lot.
And how much was the trailer?
It was 10.
10. So you have just in the 2 pieces of equipment to move safes outside of the other stuff, you have $15,000.
Right.
And so you're really heavily invested into doing it. And so you want to move safes.
Oh, absolutely. We move them weekly.
Yeah.
Deliver them because when we buy a safe, the safe is the safe. And then we have the delivery charge and a bolt down charge. And some people opt not to bolt them down, but we recommend it heavily.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Let's get through a couple of these questions here. We're already 20 minutes in. Can you believe that? Let's see.
Just take as many classes as you can on the safe manipulation, how to penetrate. Aloha has a lot of show, classes.
Yeah.
And then a lot of manufacturers at trade shows have them,
Yes, I got a question here from GKeyman565. What saves do you take but don't resell?
The ones I like.
And that's actually a true statement.
Yes. I have 3-4 safes that way. And do I need them? No, but they're so cool. I like them.
Yeah. Yes, you do. You like to make them custom too.
That's it.
Right.
Fit my needs.
Oh, that's funny. He says random people walking into a shop as a security test. That would have been a fail security test on that one.
Yeah.
I was thinking there's something about when people see you walking around and like you don't look like you act like you belong. I think that's what really messes with people.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Oh, yeah. Easy. Here we go. Easiest way to move them, pizza and beer.
That's it. Get your buddies.
That is so true.
But I had a coin shop wanted me to haul a safe. It's about 4,000 pounds. And he didn't like the price, so he tried it. Well, his buddy lost a finger because he got it underneath. And the safe dropped off of whatever, the dolly, and smashed it.
Huh.
I wish he would have paid me. He said, "Oh, well, I'll pay you from here on out." And I've moved it a couple times.
Try to get through here.
And even, there's a lot of Sentry safes people give you. And they're not that good, but it's something you can practice on, learn how to change the combination because people want to change them.
Yeah.
Might as well just throw them away, in my opinion. But a lot of people, that's what they want and they're happy with.
Yeah. The question is, what does the Lockfather miss regular? Does the Lockfather miss regular locksmith work?
Yeah, I wish I could go out and do more with the customer, go to people's houses because I like a variety every day.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like sitting in the office or going out collecting the money from every place or delivering parts. It's part of the deal, but I'd rather go do the work, get away, see the country.
Uh-huh. Another question is from Jimmy J, Iowa Lock Doc. Do you charge by the pound? How do you charge when moving safes? How do you quote it?
Well, it depends on the size of the safe. We don't really charge by the pound.
Okay, so can I ask you like a hypothetical?
Mm-hmm.
So I have a safe. It's a gun safe.
Okay.
And it's in my closet.
Okay.
How much to move it to my new house, which is 10 miles away?
Probably $300.
So
minimum an hour. So that's $200.
Okay.
Plus a trip charge.
Okay.
And if it's father, it costs more.
But as far as like, you know, that's like what size of gun safe?
Yeah.
Or
right. I mean, if it's 5 foot wide and 7 foot tall, well, of course it's going to be a lot
now, what
more.
if I tell you if I have a California split entry?
Well, you want to make sure those steps are good. Because we put cardboard down. We use rollers,
Yeah.
PVC. I used to use pipe and we wrap them with the safe material on them.
Yeah.
And they roll. So you can, golf balls moves them around pretty good.
Yeah. I remember when I, from a local safe manufacturer that is from around here, that back in the day I sold the safe, one of theirs.
Mm-hmm.
And we were pretty busy. And so I was like, hey, what would you charge us to deliver this for us? And he said it, but he was like, hey, I'm going to need, if you'll come to the job site and help me, I'll do it for it was like $50 or something.
Right.
I was like, sweet.
Right.
So I go to the job site with him. No, I I only brought the van, right? Didn't bring the safe moving equipment because it didn't have it. And I hop out and it's in the back of his trailer.
His trailer or pickup?
It was in the back of his trailer.
Okay.
And I was like, where's the safe moving stuff? And in his trailer, it was like a, I don't know, had sides on it. He pops it down and he grabs out these rollers. Mm-hmm. And he was like, if it was good enough for the Egyptians, it's good enough for me. And this is a big gun safe. And I'm
Right.
like, are you joking with me? And he's like, no, man, this is what we're going to move them with. And so I'm like, well, I'll have to follow your lead on this one. And so he starts putting, they're like, I don't know, 3 foot wide rollers. And I was pushing. He'd take the one from the back, put it on the forward, and we literally.
Yep. Rolls right in.
Yeah.
And the other thing is when you go over thresholds, because that big safe we got, when we went over the threshold, we crushed it.
Yes.
So now we have a piece of, I believe it's aluminum,
Mm-hmm.
where it's thick and heavy, but it's just barely touches just a hair over the threshold.
Yeah.
So you roll it right over and it works great.
Yeah.
Or you get it half over with a 2-inch roller and then you never even touch it.
Mm-hmm. It was Tony has a comment here. It says, I just got a free safe from a customer. It was 5 feet tall, 2.5 feet wide, and 2 feet deep. That's a nice
Yeah,
safe.
good size.
I had to hire a friend to help me move it. We used a dolly and tow straps, and we moved it just fine.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I mean, you can make lots of money doing these, as I call them, free safes, but you do put a little money into it, but nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, some we just paint them and that's it.
Yeah.
Go through them, your time. It depends if you're doing it yourself or paying your employees,
Yeah.
But it's a great money maker.
Absolutely. Something we should do in the future, talk about here. We'll wrap up and move on to the show, but we should talk about, man, when was this? 2003 was when I first started doing CLK stuff, selling on eBay,
Right.
that kind of stuff. I found a company that we would buy a truckload of used safes at a time.
Yep. I still have their phone number in my phone.
Do you? Oh man, that was.
We buy 20 to 30 of them.
Yeah.
And they were only like $50 a piece.
Yeah, $50 a piece.
Yeah.
And then plus the shipping.
Right.
And that was pretty fun back then, huh?
Well, that's what gave me the idea to, do more free safes.
Yeah.
And
I mean, do you remember when I showed you pictures? I'm like, hey, look what we can get.
yeah, I did. I was shocked.
Yeah.
But that's why you're good with the computer and I'm good with my hands.
Yeah.
He likes to pay for things. I like to do it myself.
Hey, I like to support the trades.
That's it.
Right?
We need support.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is that why your wife called me yesterday and unlocked her girlfriend's car with my broken foot?
Yeah. Hey, I mean, that was very kind of you to do, by the way. So,
I thought so.
I guess 2 last quick updates here. 1, the Lockfather has a broken foot. He claims he doesn't know how.
The only thing I could think of was at the gym when I stood on that darn Bosu ball or whatever.
Yeah. And yesterday, so how's that going, though, by the way?
Hurts. They say it's
Still
supposed to
hurts?
get better, yeah. And I don't think it is.
Okay. Been resting it a little bit?
Very much so.
Very good. Locksmith West says he finally kicked PJ in the rear.
Yeah.
Hey, I mean, I actually view that as a if my rear's hard enough to break your foot.
Well, because my favorite saying is, "Oh, I'm going home, kiss the dog, kick the wife." I guess I kicked her once too often.
Yeah. It's kind of a interesting joke for the internet, but hey, right?
Well, your mother knows I love her.
But the other one was yesterday. My wife had a friend over, and her teenage daughter locked the keys in the car. My wife called you, and
says, "Oh, I need a big favor." I said, "Oh, you need something from me?"
Is that the first time that she's ever called for something like that?
I think so.
Were we kind of like, well,
I said I got a broken foot. I can barely walk. Got to use crutches.
I think she was thinking to send one of your guys or something.
Well, then it costs me. I can do it myself. And the funny thing is, I was 300 feet exactly away from where.
300 feet.
And I told her that. So, okay, I'll be there in 2 minutes.
Well, that worked out really good.
Yeah. Didn't have to drive across town.
Yeah. Well, I mean, when Charity told me about it, I was like, I'll call him, but I know it's going to cost you if I call him.
You're probably right.
Oh, Oh man, that's funny. They're making jokes now. That's good, man. But yeah, good stuff, everybody. All right, so I think that kind of wraps it up. So hopefully, got the majority of the basic questions in here. But cool. All right. Well, hey, let's get on to this week's winners. Now let's go ahead and get ourselves on the same page, and we'll announce them here. So, what to do if you win? You want to email us your shipping info to sales@CLKsupplies.com or call us at 800-848-6989 and we'll send your gifts soon. How to win. Comment on our videos with the hashtag LockBoss. Winners will be chosen from the comments on previous week's videos. All right, you want to do the drum roll and I'll announce them?
Yep.
Or would you like to announce them?
No, that's good.
Okay.
Because I don't read names very well.
I mean, me neither.
No,
So.
you do it 500 times better. Ready?
Let's do it. Winner number 1 is Kevin Witt.
Congratulations.
Kevin, congratulations. Winner number 2 is Phil Hart. Congratulations, Phil. Winner number 3 is Shadow Mountain Locksmith. Congratulations. Winner number 4 is Dayman O War.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Last but not least, winner number 5 is Upgrade Guy.
Congratulations. I sort of like going like that, you know?
You do, yeah?
That reminds me as a little kid hitting my bongo.
There we go. Good stuff, everybody. So that's what we got going on. Of course, we still have our Icon Sleeve Tee available this month. Have you got yours yet?
Nope.
No? Why not?
I don't know if they make them in big boy, do they?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Why wouldn't they?
I don't know. I get some, but very little.
Do you like long sleeve, though?
Well, when it's cold out.
Do you? I don't know if I've seen you in long sleeve.
Only if I'm riding the bike.
You know, I was telling my everybody, so it's kind of the end of the show. I'll have a quick story if you want to hang around and hear it because it's funny. It's a little embarrassing for you. Is that okay?
For me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just only a little bit, though. Though people like the story. So this morning, it was funny. My wife and kids are sitting out, and it reminded me of a story. Okay. And this was the story. So I was a kid. I mean, I was probably grade school.
Okay.
As young, maybe middle school.
Okay.
And I remember one day you came in or you knocked on my door and I was still in bed and you came in. You're like, hey, love you going to work. I'll see ya. And I looked at you and I'm like, without pants? And you look down and you're like,
yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Do you remember that?
Yeah, I do.
So you had your shoes.
Yep. Had shoes on, but no pants.
Yeah. Everything was ready but the pants.
I guess I just wanted to show myself off.
Yeah, your legs. You know, you wanted to show the tone in the legs. But how funny was that?
Yeah. It's amazing.
I mean, my kids got a kick out of it.
Yeah, they got a kick out of Grandpa anyway.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Especially with the beater.
Yes. All right, everybody. Well, hey, I thank you all for coming and hanging out. And congratulations to the winners. Hopefully next week-ish, we'll be starting season 2. It'll be fun. But I hope you all have a wonderful Tuesday evening.
Yep, you too.
Thanks for coming on. And we'll see y'all same place, same time next week. Y'all take care.
Have a good evening.